Welcome to MXGP 2021, and we're going to be doing two races, two 10-minute races on medium difficulty because the AI are actually kind of good, and also because I suck. Well, I suck, but it's also because the games, if you remember me talking about 2020 where the front end likes to loop out for some reason where it wants to pull up after a corner. It's like, I don't know how to control that. I don't know if you can control that because it seems like it happens to everybody. Should have probably turned off the rewind so I didn't accidentally click it or something. I don't think I'll click it though. We were a Keedy Wolf, I think we were. Just tell us what rider we picked. I don't think so. No. Well, we're here with this. This is the game that came out before 24 and had a 3-year gap until 24, which 24 didn't do anything within those 3 years for some reason, but we're at the Netherlands, OSS, I think it's just OSS. Yeah, Keedy Wolf, there we go. Husqvarna, number 74. This game kind of went down on the presentation just a little bit, but kind of brought back the podium thing, kind of, in a way. I think it's about the same as 20. And also, the terrain information, I could, if you have the right track, you could actually feel it. Which, I completely didn't know that. Also, apparently now the races are 15 minutes. I don't know why it changed. Should have been 10 minutes. I don't know why it changed to that. I didn't put it in the medium. Okay, we're back. We changed the track or the race length. Now it's back to 5 minutes. What is happening? I thought short was supposed to be 10 minutes. Apparently they completely messed up the length of the races. I guess they still didn't give me a 10-minute race. They only gave me a 5 and 15/3-minute race, which is so stupid. I guess we'll do 3 races then if that's the fact. We'll do one of the legacy quote-unquote tracks, even though they're not really legacy because they're in previous games from the same developer within about a couple year span. So far, gone out to a pretty decent lead. Now in this game, when you can get to the lead, it feels like it's pretty easy to keep in the lead, but when you get stuck in the middle of the pack, it's pretty hard to search forward. I mean, it's pretty easy to keep the lead as long as you don't, wreck and have to either reset or get resetted by something stupid. Like that. I was talking about how this game, you can definitely, in certain tracks, feel the terrain deformation, while some tracks it kind of doesn't. You can kind of feel it, but it's not like certain tracks where you can. It feels like absolute braking bumps, kind of like in GP Pro, or not GP Pro, like 2019, I should say. 2020, I didn't really notice it at all. Now that could have just been me, but here I kind of felt it more because I think I did a race at Loquet, and there's a lot of ruts, and you can actually feel the ruts. Here you don't really feel them as much, but you can definitely feel them in certain areas when track builds up. There's so many games in this series where if they could just make it where you could rail ruts, it would have been an incredible game. Like in MX vs ATV, they've made terrain deformation in every single game since Reflex when they were able to make terrain deformation happen. Even though sometimes in the newer games you can't really rail as much in the ruts, it's still miles better. Miles better compared to this game, from Pro to this game, or even 24. I don't mind them at least adding the braking bump feel, or just the bumps in general, so it adds characteristic to the bike and the track. Instead of just flat nothing and you roll over them like in 2020. And MXGP2 and MXGP1 and MXGP24. I appreciate it. Even though I wish it was like MXGP3 or even Reflex level, but this could be definitely something to have to just deal with, because I don't think they'll ever be able to get to the Reflex level again with how they're just gonna have to take time in it, and they don't feel like making time into it. Even the new developers, I'm not just talking about MX or Milestone, like Nacon. As much as it looks like the train information is gonna be cool, I'm still skeptic with that, because the fact that with the new footage showing them sliding all around so much, it kind of just defeats the whole purpose of it anyways. I don't know, I can't really rail ruts like some people can. It's like I do it just wrong or something, like I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, I'm just not realizing it. I don't know. Okay, I'm not an expert. As I said in one of these videos, I'm a real, like casual person when it comes to these games. Oh, I didn't. That was weird. I was bringing it back and it just. Huh. I mean, I didn't really do much in 2020, so that's probably why I'm starting to mess up again. Shouldn't be throwing whips when I don't really know how to do them. Like, that came back. I don't know why that took forever to come back. I didn't even know you can move those, but now they're up on the track. I forget you don't have the ability to mess with the scrub or whip or whatever after the finish line. That's a little disappointing in this game. There's that. I don't know why in 2020 it didn't work for me when I did the 450 one, but or whatever race I won. 250 race we're gonna do before we go on the 450 race. We're here in Italy, which I'm pretty sure this track is literally like a beach race, if I do recall correctly. Like it's literally right next to the like the actual beach. That's why it's a sand track. I like it. I like these types of tracks, the sand tracks, especially with this type of environment of being kind of like a literal beach race, kind of, in a way. Oh, okay, that was a good rail right there. Almost messed that up, but got it back in time. Gotta turn. There we go. Yeah, this rut or berm. No, not really. Kind of messed the entry in there. Ah, man. As I can tell, I don't memorize the tracks that good, even though I played them, I think, like a year ago. Yeah, this track definitely, you can feel the ruts a little bit more. I did not cut the track game. Stop lying to me. It's one thing Milestone sucks at is track limits. I keep doing the ones that I can do without the chance of not bringing it back. Yeah, no, okay. I thought I would be able to do it on that one, but no. Didn't get to the launch. I'm just riding like an idiot. Like riding like trying to be Travis Pastrana or something. Oh, that's a very good corner. Oh my god. What? That made no sense at all. And now we're just high-siding everything. I definitely built something there on that. Like, that rut definitely is made, not artificially made. It's made. It's made during this race. Like, look at that. You can see the bike actually get affected by the rut in this game. They actually, it seemed like they tried with this engine, but then eventually it became that this was the last game that Milestone was going to make, and then moved on to Nacon, which was horrible in 24, and 26 is kind of shaping up to be kind of like MXGP 2019, which cool with the ruts, but you couldn't really like, the bike didn't react to it in a way that happened, where it looked like you could actually kind of rail it if it's built up just enough. Now I know it was on a berm too, but all the other berms I've been able to blow through, like kind of like that. But that time it kind of hooked me in a little bit, which was nice. Maybe my speed was different through there, maybe, but I still feel like it definitely was influenced by that new rut I was building. And if I could ride correctly and not like cheeks. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's definitely, it can, if they could have been able to keep the license, make the game a little bit better, not just rehash, and make the train deformation and improve it, it could have been the best game after this. But then they kind of went and shot it down pretty much. Good old Swiss rider here, as you can tell by the logos on the back of the jersey, and the AI just not knowing how to turn. Jesus Lord. Now I don't remember riding at this track, so the deformation could either be not existent or not as much existent, or really existent. Which it might look existent, but this track I feel it's kind of feel like the 2020 tracks where they're trying for deformation and it's more just visual so far. No, obviously it's gonna take like a lap or two before I can actually feel anything, maybe. Oh Lord, get back on the track, thank you. I thought I was gonna crash for the longest time there. And obviously the 450 difficulty is a little bit higher, even with it staying on the same technical difficulty, but they're definitely a lot better of an AI. I do like that though, making the big guys a little tougher. Difficulty-wise, and making them feel like they're supposed to, which is like the best of the best. Oh my god, are you serious? Eyesight and everything again? Yeah, we're not winning this one with Seaver here. These are just, what do you call it? Just good enough games where I can deal with the pain that sometimes happens. And that's why I was able to make a season and not quit it midway through when I played this game. Almost went off, really almost went off. I mean, off as off the bike or getting resetted off. You can see the bike definitely gets affected by the deep ruts, not the newly made ones, like the ones that are getting built up. I mean, braking bumps, yeah, but when it comes to the ones that have been built up for a couple laps now, it feels like like that time I was able to kind of rail it a little bit, but even then I wasn't able to rail the whole entire thing. I kind of slid out of the rut into kind of diming off the corner. Oh my god, are we serious? Like, just that burn just kind of just sucks in general. There, that's what I was trying to do the last race, but there was no good jumps in that track compared to this one. To be able to do a big whip like that. God damn it. Come on, turn. We're not winning, but we can get at least second here. Get it from Febra. I'm coming for you. Oh, they're cheating there. I just saw that. They're like off the bike, and so yeah, they're not crashing. Take second. Hopefully we can keep it. Hope he doesn't just take us out in the last corner here. Trying to get the same run I'm trying to get. And beautiful. Better than 2020, but it's not better than Pro or 3, but 21's alright. It's pretty good for what it is. Let's see, did we get a second place podium thing? Yeah, we did. I just accidentally skipped it. God damn it.